But you know, I think Gervonta Davis is best of the best fighter in Twitter.
Social media said Lomachenko is next. Finally, it looks like he wants to get in the ring with you. Is that a fight that you want to do next?
You know, during my boxing career, I never running around, and I always take a fight. And right now, I want to come back to my home, spend the time with my family, and after that, I rest a little bit. We can talk about future.
So Gervonta Davis gave his reaction to Lomachenko stopping George Kambosos, where he said, quote, "He's after Frank. Let me get Frank first." Then Tank followed up by saying, "Timothy Bradley ain't caca, and he's the B word. Y'all see this? Question mark. I wonder what Timothy Bradley said for Tank to call him the B word. It's probably around the lines of, Tank will never fight Lomachenko, just like the fan told Tank. However, just like Gervonta told the fan, Lomachenko is basically next. Gervonta don't usually call people out, so when he do, it actually means something. I'm not sure if that means Gervonta saw flaws in Lomachenko's game. However, last night, Lomachenko looked as good as ever. This is the vintage Lomachenko, the no-mas Lomachenko. Lomachenko looked as deadly as ever. So, Gervonta versus Lomachenko. That's an excellent fight. Not an easy fight for Tank. Don't get it twisted. As good as Gervonta is, Lomachenko is a threat. Even though Lomachenko has some major flaws in his game, the things that Lomachenko does well are excellent. So it balances each other out. Tank versus Lomachenko is like a dream fight. The fans would love to see this fight next, despite the excuses they gonna make leading up to the fight. They already trying to paint the picture that Loma is old. But did he look old against Kambosos last night when he stopped him, something no one ever did? Did he look old when he fought Devin Haney? Absolutely not. The fans will tell you otherwise. But now all of a sudden, he's old again. Just with the thought he's gonna fight Tank next. They already making excuses. They already getting their excuses ready, even though Lomachenko looked as good as ever. Just like the no-mas version of himself. The only times Lomachenko lost, which is often and looked bad, was due to the fact he actually fought fighters on his level or higher than his level. Plus, styles make fights. You best believe Tank versus Lomachenko is not a given. That's a tough fight for both guys. So I'm glad to see Tank call Lomachenko out. This has been long overdue. Tank should have had fought Lomachenko a long time ago. He missed out on a huge opportunity. However, if you're gonna fight Lomachenko still, the best time is now, while Lomachenko has all of his hype back, with a close decision loss against Devin Haney for undisputed, then knocking out Kambosos. Imagine if Tank knocks out Lomachenko, which if he does is going to have to be to the body since Lomachenko has a pretty solid defense upstairs. You know how impressive that win is going to be, knocking out Lomachenko? Man, that will look good on Tank resume. To stop Lomachenko, a fighter with Lomachenko's skill set that never been stopped before. Yeah, Lomachenko has 3 losses, but he never got dominated completely. So for Tank, not just to dominate him, but to stop him, yeah, that will be impressive. That will send shockwaves around the boxing galaxy. We all know, if there's a fighter that could knock out Lomachenko, there's only few out there. But for sure, when he was at 135, Pitbull Cruz will give Lomachenko a hard time due to his style. However, Tank is the only fighter left at 135 who has the ability to stop Lomachenko. Nevertheless, Tank called out Lomachenko, and notice how You don't hear nobody say, oh, but Loma is on ESPN, Tank is with Amazon Prime on PBC, the fight can't happen. You don't hear none of that. You see, when two fighters want to fight, there's no such thing as, oh, he's across the street. These are nothing but excuses. Tank already debunked that when he fought Ryan, who was fighting on DAZN even though Tank was fighting on Showtime. Just like Wilder when he fought Tyson Fury even though Fury was fighting on ESPN and Wilder was fighting on Showtime. Therefore, when two fighters want to fight, the fight will happen. This is a proof of that once again. You don't see Tank say, oh, I can't fight Lomachenko because Lomachenko is still signed with ESPN and Bob Arum. All we hear Tank say is Lomachenko is next. Like I said before, when two fighters want to fight, a fight will happen. However, if one fighter want to fight and if another fighter doesn't want to fight, that's when you're going to hear all of the excuses from the network, the promoters, the money, the split, this, that, and the third. However, when two fighters want to fight, you're not going to hear none of that. And this is more proof of that. With the facts being laid out, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.